We routinely avoid nutrient-dense foods out of fear, only to consume toxic, degraded oils without a second thought. For decades, eggs were abandoned because of the assumption that dietary cholesterol directly clogs arteries. However, modern research identifies a significant difference between the cholesterol in natural whole foods and the processed fats that drive cardiovascular disease. This matrix plots public fear against medical danger. The egg sits at the peak of fear, yet barely registers as a biological threat. Compare that to packaged biscuits and fried snacks. We treat these as harmless, but their actual medical danger is maxed out. High cholesterol is often called a silent killer because it operates without pain or warning signs. It quietly adheres to your vessel walls, narrowing them over years of neglect. Because cholesterol affects the entire circulatory system, it disrupts how your body manages minerals. Over time, high levels of this lipid can leach calcium directly from your skeletal system, leaving your bones hollow and brittle. This restricted blood flow eventually reaches the brain. This lack of oxygen and nutrients manifests as persistent brain fog, a feeling of heaviness in the head, and a gradual decline in memory. Preventing this systemic breakdown requires an immediate audit of your daily diet. We need to rank what you eat from the safest baseline foods to the most destructive oils. At level 6, the safest foundation of our pyramid is the whole egg. Whole eggs provide essential proteins and nutrients without causing a significant cholesterol spike for healthy people. However, if you are already managing high cholesterol, you must trade volume for safety. In these cases, limit your intake to 1 or 2 eggs per day. Level 5 covers full cream milk and paneer. While dairy is an excellent source of calcium, the natural saturated fats in full cream products can trigger the liver to overproduce its own cholesterol. You can avoid this by switching to double-toned dairy. This allows you to keep the protein and calcium while removing the lipid penalty. These natural baseline foods are safe, but they require control over volume and fat content depending on your current health. Level 4 introduces traditional sweets and mithai. The dense combination of ghee, khoya, and sugar triggers a rapid increase in bad LDL cholesterol. Consuming sweets as a daily ritual with tea is a high-risk habit. These items need to be relegated to occasional, situational treats. Level 3 consists of red meat and deep-fried organ meats, like liver or kidneys. Fatty mutton and fried liver act as fuel on a fire. They overload the liver's capacity to process fats, accelerating arterial plaque buildup. Switching to lean white meats like chitin or fish significantly reduces this risk, especially when you trade deep frying for roasting or light gravies. Heavy frying and high-fat combinations transform otherwise safe proteins into inflammatory triggers, making our traditional cooking methods a primary driver of modern health risks. Level 2 covers bakery items and packaged snacks like biscuits, rusks, and namkeen. These products use palm oil and hydrogenated fats. Biologically, these ingredients create a double damage effect. They spike your bad LDL while actively suppressing your good HDL. Because these items offer zero nutritional value and drive constant vascular inflammation, they should be eliminated from your diet entirely. Finally, we reach level 1. Vanaspati ghee and commercial oils that are continuously reheated in street food stalls. Reheating oil for hours physically alters the fat molecules. This chemical transformation creates trans fats, the most toxic fat available in the human diet. These particles embed directly into your blood vessel walls. This causes the tissue to swell with inflammation and rapidly narrows the channel for blood flow. The highest risk of heart attacks does not come from natural foods, but from the systemic inflammation caused by reheated commercial oils. Applying these rules depends on 2 strategies. For the preventative baseline, safely enjoy eggs and moderate dairy, but entirely eliminate bakery goods and reheated oils. The at-risk protocol requires capping egg intake, switching to toned dairy, and eliminating everything from level 4 to level 1. Sometimes diet alone isn't enough. For some people, high cholesterol is a genetic issue where the body's internal lipid processing software is fundamentally flawed. If your numbers remain high despite these changes, you need a personalized diagnostic audit to find where your internal breakdown is happening. You can access that personalized guidance through the link in the description. Protecting your body requires trading the convenience of processed fats for the intentional consumption of natural nutrition. One choice builds your health, the other slowly compromises it.